channel. Been away again a little while, just really busy at work, doing lots of overtime, and the family came down as well, so I sort of had family stuff going on. But I'm back with a shopping haul today. I did go off shopping while I was away from you. I went to Sainsbury's and did a shop because I had family coming down, and I had a voucher where you got money off if you spent so much, and we passed the Sainsbury's going to the train station to pick up my son, so I dashed in there, did a shop. So I didn't need that much this week because I'm still using up bits of that, but we needed some fresh produce, and we went off because I'm still trying to do little bits and bobs of Christmas shopping. So this shopping, I don't know how long it'll last because it's to go with other things that we have. Me and my husband and my daughter. There's 3 of us at the moment. So this is what I've got, mainly to go with other things that we already have. I tell you, every time I go shopping, I think the prices have gone up. I went off today to do some bits and bobs at Christmas, and I was going to pick up things, and I swear blind, they've gone up even more, and I've put them back down. Thought, you know what, we can do without that this year because I'm just not paying that kind of money for it. So there we are. I went to Aldi's, I went to Iceland, and I went to Morrison's. And without further ado, this is what I've got. Here we go. This is the shopping. Now, Aldi, I spent roughly £30. I think it was round about there, which seems a lot of money for this tiny bit of shopping. That's all I've got at Aldi, but here we go. So I got these toilet rolls. Now I have got some toilet rolls left from when I went to Farm Foods, the big packs, but they were for my prepper pantry. And if I keep using my prepper pantry stuff up, I'm worried that if I need stuff, I get snowed in, and we have already had snow and it was very cold. I'm worried that if I keep using that sort of stuff, it's not going to be there when I need it. So although I've still got that type of stuff, it's staying in the prepper pantry. So this is extra. So I just picked up some toilet roll from Aldi. I got this one. This is £2.65. I thought I'd give that a try. And then I saw this Essentials one. This is £2.29. I'm going to try this as well. And this one is going in my car because I'm going to pack my emergency bag up with changes of clothes and things. And I'm going to have a sleeping bag and a box of food and some toilet rolls and stuff because I live rurally. And if the weather turns bad and say I get stranded at work, or if I think I'm going to have to miss work for quite a while because if I get home I won't be able to get back to work for weeks. I've arranged to stay with a friend in the village, but I'm not expecting her to feed me or anything, and also because it's still a rural village, the supplies don't always get through to the local shops. So I'm going to put toilet roll, I'm going to put food and that sort of thing in the back of the car with toothbrush, toothpaste, changes of clothes, and I've got that there then for if the weather suddenly turns. So that's why I've got extra. I've got a kitchen roll, that was £1.19. I've got some of this basmati rice, this is 49p now. I've got 5 because 2 are for the prepper pantry. I'm going to start putting some of this rice in the pantry now in case of bad weather. Dark chocolate chips, these are £1.09. Again, this is, I always get stuff like this for baking this time of year. Around Christmas time I do some Christmas baking, so I'm just trying to stock up my baking cupboard. So I got those. I got these candles. These are 3 little candles. This is actually a Christmas present for someone. I don't know whether I'm going to just give the whole thing as a gift or whether I'm going to split it up so it's like 3 little gifts, but I'm not sure yet. It was £3.99 and they are lovely. You see there's like a winter sparkles, wonderful snow, it says. This one I'm not sure, it's twisted around, but it looks a gorgeous green colour. I expect it's something pine or something, but anyway, it looks lovely. So I got those. I thought they looked quite cute. £3.99. Haven't written it on obviously because it's a gift. I got 3 of these stir-in sauces, 85p. A couple of these are for the prepper pantry, so that's why I got the 3. They didn't have any of the milk my husband likes, so I will have to be going to Aldi again at some point, but he's got enough for now. It was just as we were passing an Aldi I thought I'd pop in and stock him up, but they didn't have any. It's getting harder to get, I must admit. They had this one though. I quite like this one. I've stopped drinking quite so much milk, but I just thought it's handy if I want to make some custard or something to go with all like the apple crumbles and that I'm making at the moment with all the stewed apple that's in my freezer. These were 85p, so I've got 2 of those. They've started doing these. in Aldi, and I can't see any dairy in them. 89 pence. I've got 2 salt and vinegar and 1 lightly salted. I love having sort of crackers, cucumber, carrot, all that sort of thing on a plate as a light lunch or for my break at work, that type of thing. So I've got some of those. I've got 2 bars of this chocolate. It was £1.55. 1 is for the Christmas cupboard, 1 is for my treat cupboard. They did have some really nice chocolate that comes in a pack of like individual bars, and it's like a dark mint, but it's gone up to something, I think it was like about £2.30, and I thought, I am not spending that money on the chocolate. Whether I get 1 lot nearer Christmas, I don't know, but it just seems such a lot of money for a little bit of chocolate, so I left that there. Thought, right, no. So I got this one for the Christmas cupboard. 95p for some red onions for cooking and things, or salads, whatever. 1.79, I got some grapes for my husband. And then I got 79p, I got him this seeded loaf. He's got plenty of eggs left in the fridge to use up, so I got him some bread. We've also got plenty of cheese, so he can have cheese on toast or whatever. And I've got beans left in the cupboards because I bought some of those when I did the Sainsbury's shop as well. So got quite a lot of that left, so I got that. Then I got him a pizza, £1.35. I got these sausages for my daughter, £2.49, and I got some of these burgers. I thought she could eat these. These were £2.49 as well. Turns out she can't. I'm not a fan of burgers, so if my husband doesn't want them, I'm sure one of my other children will eat these burgers. So they'll be in the freezer, and whoever. One of my other children is coming to visit in another week, so if you're watching, sweetheart, there might be some burgers for you. So I've got that, and that was Aldi, I think. Oh no, I did get some crisps to have in the car. These were £1 something, I can't think, £1.15, and I bought a drink. This was 55p, the rest of which I'm going to save for work tomorrow. So I have that as my work drink tomorrow. And that was it. That was just over £30, I think, from Aldi. And that was that. Then I went to Iceland. I popped in because they were supposed to be doing their own after eights. I think I've mentioned this before, but they hadn't got any. They haven't got any, so I'll keep looking out. I think Morrison's were doing some. I have to check whether they got milk in or not. So I'll have a look next time. I did dash into Morrison's today, but I literally just went to the fruit and veg. I didn't have enough time to go looking at other things. But this is what I got from Iceland. They had their Bisto stuff on a 3 for 2. Anyone who watches my videos know my husband lives on this curry sauce. He loves it with the microwave rice. It's usually quite pricey. They were £3 each, but it was buy 2 get 1 free. So I got 2 of the curry sauce, and then I've been getting the cheaper gravy, but I thought for Christmas I'll get the Bisto because the family really like it. So that was basically free. So, or you could say they were £2 each. So he stocked up the curry sauce. One of these will be going in the prepper pantry, and the other will be going in the cupboard. Or I might even put one in the car with my emergency kit and some boil in the bag rice, because I know she's got a wood burner, so we can actually boil kettles and things. So I will see. Mince pies. I haven't had any mince pies yet. I've been very restrained. I absolutely love mince pies. I always check for the ones with no dairy and stuff in. My dad's birthday, if he, bless him, if he'd still been with us, would have been this weekend. In my household, Christmas did not start until after my dad's birthday. So I have been holding off having mince pies until after that date, and I've done very well. So this weekend, which is in a couple, I don't know when you'll see the video, hopefully soon, but it's literally a couple of days time. So I've got my mince pies at the ready so that I can toast my dad on his birthday with a cuppa and a mince pie. So that is that. I've got some coffees for my husband. They were £1.30. Did I say those were £1.25? £1.25 for the mince pies, £1.30 for these coffees, £1.25 for some wraps because he still likes salad wraps. I saw these custard donuts, and my husband's quite partial to a custard donut. They're reduced to 70p, so I got that for him. I got a Christmas pudding. I had popped into Iceland before I've lost a little bit, so I'm not quite sure what you've seen, what you haven't seen, but I had popped into Iceland a few weeks ago and I got a couple of these Christmas puddings, and I got the syrup sponge puddings for dessert for Christmas Day. Only two of us like Christmas pudding, one of them being me, and at the time with the money I just got one pudding each. The others also all like Viennetta and stuff. I'm not a fan and I don't eat dairy anyway. So to cut a long story short, while I was in Iceland, I picked up an extra Christmas pudding for me to have Boxing Day, because I do enjoy Christmas pudding. And these were really nice. I usually get the Iceland ones. They taste great. So that's why I've got an extra Christmas pudding. And then the only other thing I got from Iceland was this butter spread. This was £1. This is not vegan. What we've decided to do is I'm going to get a cheaper one for the people that aren't vegan in the household, and then the vegan one is just going to be for me. I've cut down a lot on the butter I use anyway, and I'll just make it last, a vegan one, because it's a bit more money. So that's what's happening at the moment as a bit of an experiment. So just picked that up for my husband and my daughter to have in the house. And that was it. That was Iceland. I think that was about £15. I know how it gets up that quickly, I don't know. And then we have Morrison's, and I literally just dashed into basically the fruit and veg section, and I did pick up some bread rolls. So I got some salad tomatoes, 99p there, 2 peppers, 65p each, and an iceberg lettuce, that was 89. Yep, that's my husband's wraps to have his salad. I've realised I forgot to get hummus, so I'll have to dash in the Co-op tomorrow night after the kids' activity club and pick that up. Got some broccoli, 89, 79. Oh, I've written it there. Got broccoli, 79. I got some of these wonky parsnips, they were 55p. Got my sprouts, I just got one this week. That was £1. No, it wasn't, it was 79p. Some of the veg things was on a deal. So the sprouts were 79. My daughter wanted some avocados. They were both down to 79p each. She also got some little gem lettuce at 77, and some baby tomatoes, 89. We wanted some cucumbers. I got a large cucumber for £1 because I was rushing. She was dashing getting things to put that she wanted to eat, so she got to this. I think this was 89. This might have been down to 79 as well with one of their sort of deals, I'm not sure. So she got that for some of her meals. I spotted the shallots were on the offer, and I've been doing a bit of pickled shallots and pickled onions, and I had some vinegar left, pickling vinegar left, so I thought I would do another batch while they were on offer. So these were 79p each. So next week when I get some time off, I will be peeling and pickling those. My daughter wanted some pastry to make various things. She's gluten-free, she got that, that's £2.45 for her. And then I got some bread rolls. It was a pack of 6 for £1.40 or £1.90. I can't read my own handwriting, one of the two. Had a couple for lunch. These two will be for a couple of days at work, my packed lunch, so probably with a bit of salad in or something. So that was that. And she also got a meal deal. My daughter got a meal deal while she was there. Not sure quite what it was. It was whisked away. She was starving. It was getting quite late. So, and that came to roughly £20. So that was that. That was Morrison's. Honestly, I am, yeah. Things are going to change in the new year. We've decided next year's a new way of doing things. My work hours are going to change, and the budget's going to change as well. But in the meantime, we're sort of getting a few bits for the prepper pantry, a few bits for Christmas, all that kind of thing. And I've got family toing and froing as well. My phone's tinging as ever. But there we are. That was the groceries, and it's to go with the stuff we've got in the cupboard. I've still got plenty of potatoes left because I bought the sack of potatoes. So I can do wedges, mash, jackets, all that kind of thing. I've got plenty of peas and sweet corn in the freezer as well. I've got some lentils. I could do a cottage pie. There's various bits and pieces about, so it'd be a bit of a mishmash sort of meals this week. But there we go. That's what I got. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Until next time, let's keep a close eye on those prices.